Hello and welcome, this is Wylker, and oh my gosh, what a week it has been. My plan was to try to release recordings on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, and it's currently Sunday, so not only did I not get a release out yesterday, but I don't even have anything recorded. But man, there's been a ton going on, and part of that's the reason why I don't have anything recorded. We had a kind of a server disaster earlier this week, and once again, like always, we're going to blame Steven. I did hit kind of a landmark this week. We broke 400 subscribers to my channel, and it's really nice that people are enjoying watching these videos. So thank you guys. I do appreciate that. But anyway, a ton of stuff going on here at the castle. Unfortunately, a big server problem, dimensional doors very nearly destroyed our overworld. But we got it fixed. Steven patched up dimensional doors, added some cool stuff to it, some admin tools, and also fixed the problem that we were having. So before I go too far into the builds I'm going to go through with you today, I'll just do a quick castle tour because we've missed some stuff. We haven't gotten some stuff recorded. First, you'll notice we've got kind of a little miniature enchanting room going on here. And it's nice that we have it. I don't really like where it is, but we needed it. We didn't have anywhere else to build it, and I'm not even sure who built that. I think it might have been Steven. But moving down over here, you will notice some new textures for dimensional doors. Those are part of the latest release of dimensional doors, so feel free to grab that if you want to check it out. And zombies somewhere. Okay. You will notice that our ender farm is gone, and this was unfortunately one of the casualties of getting our overworld fixed. So one of these days, we might rebuild it. I don't know. We actually have a ton of ender pearls and everything right now, so probably not the highest priority in the world. I cleared out the cows out of the cow farm. They were clipping. You see over there where the redstone conduit goes into the machines over there? Well, they were clipping. Let's turn this sound down. They were clipping through those walls where the conduit's attached and into the base, and there were cows everywhere in the base. It was a disaster. You'll also notice that this may have been on one of the other videos. I don't even remember. It's been so long now. So we moved the steam boiler out of this area of the base. Now, we still have all of our farms here, so we still have a lot of conduit going on over here. This area you see here is a preliminary test for a switchable, configurable tesseract output that we're going to put together here. And this will hopefully be able to output anywhere between 100 and probably 1,000 Minecraft joules per tick. But that's kind of a work in progress. We ran into some resource issues that what I'm going to show you in a minute will hopefully help us solve. We also have DSUs kind of everywhere still. There's one for apples. There's still one over here for wood. Look at this. We have 500,000 logs. Out of control. You know, because the wheat was all feeding into the breeder, we're dumping wheat on the ground, and that's getting wasted. I cleaned this up so you can move around the whole basement without having to backtrack because it was kind of cut off before. What's this? That's weird. Over here, you'll notice we have both boilers set up now, both outputting straight to bridges. So right now they're not generating a lot of power because there's not a big draw on it, but we're going to add some draws to it here in just a minute. And we're up to 38,000 charcoal, which means that between the 500,000 logs we have and the charcoal buildup we have, we can definitely afford to produce way more power than we are right now. We've gone through a couple more tanks of oil, and you'll notice here we still don't have any fuel in our top tank. And this build's been really frustrating to me because it's annoying to not know how much fuel we have. And this is going to be the next big project that I'm going to do on camera. Probably start on that towards the end of this episode after we get a couple logistics things sorted out. Here's the big addition. Cheap Shot and I put this together. And if you remember, our ME storage from AE was all upstairs. And I've moved it all downstairs. We still have the dump chest here that is firing off an import bus into the ME system. I've added another rack of drives, and it's kind of funny. This was kind of a hacky solution that I did to process some of the built up resources we had here. So I'll show you what's going on. Basically what we have over here is a dump chest, and the dump chest feeds into my logistics pipe network, which is right here. And you'll notice that this chassis is fired with an extractor Mark III. And the reason I did that is, well, I'll tell you about it in just a minute. So anyway, that extractor pulls all of the items from the dump chest, and you see it has a tesseract feeding it, into the logistics pipe network. Here's the power junction, which is right now running off my solars, which is one of the issues we're going to deal with today. It feeds in. We've got it running to a macerator. The macerator has an item sync module that feeds all my ores. Okay. And then an extractor Mark III. The extractor pulls items out at over a stack per tick. I don't remember exactly how fast it is, but it's really fast. And then, of course, we have our... oh, wow, look here. Okay, we have our induction furnace. And I just noticed something that's going to end up being a problem. For some reason, I did not have, let's see, what do we have here? We have 10 copper, iron, and silver dust all feeding into this, but not gold dust. I bet you if we come over here and look at our system, yep, look at that. I got a ton of gold dust, and let's see what else is in here. Some tin dust, silver dust, and bronze dust. So here, I'll actually show you. This is why I did that kind of hacky setup that I did a minute ago. Those I can just dump by hand, and these I can just dump by hand. And this I can just dump by hand. But let me show you kind of the purpose of this big ME conduit here. It feeds into an export bus. And the reason I have this export bus set up is because there is an issue where the logistics pipe network will get backed up. So if this macerator is busy macerating iron, for example, and gold ore enters the system, the gold ore is just going to bounce out of this macerator, have nowhere to go, feed around into my white, red, white ender chest here, which puts it in the ME system. Well, once it's in the ME system, it's just going to sit there, and that's a problem. I'm not super excited about this setup, but we did need to get resource processing going, so we're going to make this a lot more optimized here in just a little bit. But anyway, the point is that for now, I can take items like gold dust, okay, and iron dust, and put them into the export bus, and you'll notice it's going to start shooting them around the system, right? And see, for right now, the gold dust just goes back around, and it's going to cycle endlessly, and that's because I do not have it set up to go into my macerator. So once I do that, some of it should start bouncing in here, and there it goes. So now what'll slowly happen here is you'll see my gold dust getting pulled out. Now we can accelerate this a little bit. I can switch this over to move a stack. And then what you're going to see is the whole stack of dust hit it all at once. Cool, right? All right, we can switch this back over. Oops. So anyway, this is just kind of a temporary hacky solution to making sure that all of my resources loop through until they're completely processed. Oops. Wow, I did not want to do that. Okay, good deal. I also notice I have 14 overclocker upgrades in my inventory right now. And the reason I have 14 overclocker upgrades is because these were all in these machines. Here, I'll just finish showing the build real quick. So obviously there's the macerator and the induction furnace. Over here is a, what is this, my extractor? Yeah, so here's an extractor, and here is a compressor. And then we have 3 recyclers, okay? And the recyclers are set up to automatically, they're identical. They're set up to automatically feed copper, dirt, sand, or gravel. And what will happen is once the recyclers fill up with a stack, it'll start pushing items to either the next recycler or over here to the DSUs. So the DSUs pick up any excess gravel, sand, cobble, and dirt. And then we actually have already made a ton of scrap. So I've got a DSU set up over here for scrap. So that's kind of the loop. Items enter the system, go through the logistics pipe network. Anything it can process, it'll process, and it spits the rest out to the ME network. The ME network takes partially processed resources and spits them back into the LP network. So while it works, it's a little bit power inefficient, and it's, I don't know, it's not real clean, but we'll get it there. I mentioned earlier we were having some resource issues, and we are. And I want to sleep here because remember I mentioned that setup's real power inefficient. See here, it's draining through my MFE. And the reason I had to pull those overclockers out is because the single MFE just could not hang with the power draws from that loop down there. So, as long as it's daytime, the system does okay. You'll see it's making real slow progress here, but that's a big problem. We're gonna have to fix it. You guys didn't get a chance to see it, but through Steven's efforts, and I did a little bit of it, but it was mostly Steven, we've got a real organized Mystcraft library now. Here's all of our symbols, and they're organized into categories. Here's biome controllers and terrain, universal modifiers, sky and cloud modifiers, the different biomes, different weather and time modifiers, terrain features, colors, and then finally a big book of duplicates. So hopefully all the players on the server will contribute to this and kind of, I don't know, keep it from getting too messy. Somebody was in here messing with it though. I don't know. But anyway, so because we have a pretty extensive symbol library, I was able to make a 99% stable mining age. Oh, it has some rifts in it. I don't like that. Rifts are what almost destroyed our world last time. So, yeah, it's something we don't want. Oh, and by the way, when I generated this world, look, there was a real handy little Thaumcraft dungeon here, and I did get a new portal gun. Huzzah! I'm gonna go craft a rift remover. But anyway, I just want to let you know we did get some quarries running. One's a little bigger, one's a little smaller. That's weird. That one looks like it was not set up correctly. Oh, he made a second one. Okay. So yeah, one was set up to be almost max size, so it can continue feeding us resources, and the other couple have been set up to be a little bit smaller to get down to the good stuff a little bit faster. So I'll come back and work on that a little bit later too. But anyway, in the meantime, that is what we did this week. And I'm sorry I didn't get a lot of it filmed. Like I said, it was kind of it was weird. It was kind of a slow process that ended up some of it getting done while we were fixing some other major issues. So my apologies, and I will do my best to make sure we get this stuff recorded as much as possible in the future. That being said, one of the first things I do want to address here is this power issue. So what we've got now is this MFE up here, powered by, I don't know, like, 4 advanced solar panels up on the roof. And that's okay, but at this point in time, we've outpaced it. So I want to get my recyclers and stuff cranked back up with overclockers. I want to make sure that as we continue to run quarries and frame quarries through this logistics network, that this junction doesn't run out of power, because those things drain a ton of power. And then I'd like to make sure that we're not quite as dependent on daytime as we are right now. And you'll notice here I got like a clear shot to the sky. So we're going to move some of this stuff. The first thing I do want to do is get an MFSU built. So I'm going to grab, oh, you know what we might be short of is lapis. Oh, good, I have some. Cool. So we're going to grab a stack of lapis. I think we might even need more than that. So we'll grab a stack and a half of lapis. You know what? We can just do this, right? I always forget how convenient this this crafting is. So what do we need here? We're going to need... Let's put some of this stuff away too that I don't need right now. Cobblestone, gravel. Don't need those. Don't need that or that. I found a pickaxe of the core earlier, by the way, which is a super cool item. Probably don't need that. Now, remember what we were going to do with this? We were going to manually toss all this in there. I love induction furnaces. Okay, cool. So let's get crafting here. So I need, this isn't a real complicated build. I'm sure you guys know it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now we can use those with lapis and make our lapitron crystals, right? And I think we need advanced circuits for that too, right? Where are you, lapitron crystal? There you are. So the recipe for that is, oh, just 2 regular circuits and 6 lapis. So pretty easy. I don't think I have any circuits built though. Oh, I do, great. Steven must have done that because he knew we were going to try to build this today. Thanks, Steven. And I don't, okay. It's like, wait, he didn't build them, did he? All right, so let's see. And then we need all those. And then, an MFSU is pretty simple. I'm going to go steal our MFE because that way I don't have to use the extra diamonds. But we also need an advanced circuit and an advanced machine block. So the advanced circuit is not too tough, but we are going to need another circuit here. So let's get a stack of that. And then... There's not really a good reason to have rubber wood, right? So let's run over to our extractor here. I'm actually going to put 4 of these in there, right? And we're going to grab our rubber wood and set it up as a route here. Okay. Toss that in there. Wow, it's still not real quick, is it? I'll give it one more. Okay, that didn't mess up our power supplies. All right, great. So now, remember my hacky, oh, probably could have. Remember my hacky solution over here, right? So anything I want to reprocess, I just toss in there. Tell it to move stacks. And before long, there we go. We got a stack of rubber wood in there. Okay, that's moving pretty quick. All right, so that'll replenish our rubber supply. And let's get this made. And what are we making? An advanced circuit? Just one, right? Yeah. So toss that in there. Obviously, a big need for this system is to get some of our auto crafting going, but you know, one thing at a time. So let's get some circuits built. I'm going to build a couple of these, just so we have them. And then I do not think I have, oh, I do have some coal dust. That's great news. So I need, what, 2? I need a stack of coal dust. And I doubt I have any advanced ingots. I do not. We do just barely have enough bronze. I think we have enough refined iron, right? Barely. And oops, that's not where that goes, I'm sure. All right, so get those mixed metal ingots thrown together. Yeah, okay. So let's get this tossed in here real quick. And while I'm doing that, we can get this made. See, the nice thing about carrying around all these overclockers with me is I can just make my machines faster. Alright, great. I'll let those finish processing. I need to grab that other advanced alloy. There she is. And then I bet you we do not have any machine blocks left in here. Yeah. And we don't have enough refined iron either. And that's okay, because I'm actually going to just go ahead and make a couple stacks of refined iron. I'm glad that I didn't just smelt my VC consumer. Alright, so... got our machine block made here. And then our advanced machine block. Cool. And then we need a circuit, right? And redstone. Oops. And a little bit more lapis. And finally some glowstone. That was weird. Okay, cool. So now we have an advanced circuit. And 6 of these guys. And an advanced machine block. You know what? Before I do that, I want to finish getting everything else ready. So what the plan here is to use our boilers, which are feeding a ton of power through this redstone conduit, to help back up and provide power for our IC2 network. And the way we're going to do that is like this. Going to grab the rest of this fiber optic cable. And actually, I'm going to make a little bit more of that. So let's grab another diamond. And some glass. And remember, kids, when you make your fiber optic cable, you want to use silver, because silver nets you 6 of these, whereas the other materials only net you 4. So it basically makes your diamonds 50% more productive. All right, so I am going to go ahead and run. How do I want to do this? I think I'm going to run this to outside. Yeah. See, what I want to do is I'm going to move my power input to right here. I'm going to move my I'm going to put my MFSU right there. Right? Is that what we want? Let's go look downstairs. Do I want the bridge, energy bridge inside? No, we'll do it outside. That's fine. Okay, so do I have an energy bridge left in here? Yes, I sure do. So all we need now is an IC2 HV producer, which I don't think is real cheap. This might actually take an HV transformer. You know, we can probably make this work. Yeah, I think we can. Okay, so let's get an HV transformer built. That's convenient. What am I forgetting here? Oh, it's just 2. Cool. So we need that. And then... Oh, wait, no, that's not what we want. We want the HV, right? So we need to do a circuit, an energy crystal, and 2 of the HV cables. Let's see here. I don't have any of that made. Just 2, right? Yeah, okay. Okay, so we're gonna get this built. We need another energy crystal. And then some redstone. Okay, so we got this guy. Alright, so let's look at this recipe again. HV transformer, energy crystal, circuit. Energy crystal, MV transformer. Ta-da! And then to make that into this, it's a HV transformer and 4 gold. Oh yeah, by the way, I didn't show this off when I was touring the castle earlier. We did set up a 25 laser assembly table, so that's nice. Oh. Oh, he's in cheat mode somehow. So we decided we wanted to have our BC consumer, right? And what just happened? That needs to be a producer. Okay, so yeah, BC consumer, energy bridge, IC2 HV. Dang. This should work out good. Yeah, and then I guess I'll put the MFSU right here, I think. No, I don't really want it right there. Alright, executive decision. We're gonna put the stuff right here. Yep, just like that. BC consumer, bridge, IC2 producer. Cool. I guess while I'm destroying my roof, I can do that. Because now I need some conduit. And get this thing hooked up like this. Ta-da! Uh-oh. Oh man, that was probably real bad. That was probably real bad. Oh, good. All I lost was the induction furnace. I did not realize that was going to connect. That's a bummer. Did I lose all my copper wire? Ugh, I lost my transformer and stuff too. All right, so I'll be right back while I fix that. All right, I'm back, and what I'm doing right now is grabbing our MFE and removing some of this extra cable we don't need anymore. And we'll run back downstairs. Oh, I'll show you how I fixed this. Okay, so I rebuilt my machine and I put my LV transformer back down there, and then I dropped an MV transformer right there because we don't want any of this stuff right now taking high voltage power yet. But we're gonna fix that pretty soon also. So now what I would need to do is toss our MFE in here. Get our Lapotron crystals out of here. Man, I wish they stacked when they hadn't been used, but that's okay. And then what do we need? Our advanced circuit, right? And our advanced machine block. Ta-da! Now we have an MFSU. And now when I go up here and place this bad boy, like this, and then I want the output down, and that should work, I think. Let's go see. Let's see if we have any power. Hooray! It's filling back up. Everything over here is getting juice. It's got to warm back up, which will take a little while. All right, cool. Fantastic. Oops, that's the compressor. All right, cool. Awesome. So that is that. Our power problem should be basically solved for now. I can't see any way that this IC2 system would run out of energy at this point in time. Wow, did it fill up that MFE? No, there's no way it filled that up already, is there? I don't know how it outputs packets, how power converters outputs packets, but yeah, no, it's not getting. That's weird. Oh, I guess because everything it's getting in, it's putting out again, right? Right. And then what we need to do is to clean this, add these to it. We will come down here like this. Great. Now it should get a little bit of storage in it. All right, perfect. I like it. And that, folks, is going to wrap us up for this episode. I'm going to keep recording and get a couple more episodes ready for you guys. Coming up, you will see a big power upgrade to these guys. We're going to clean this storage system up a little bit. And like I said, my next big build that I was hoping to get started in this episode, but unfortunately I wasn't able to get to it, is a really cool management system for our fuel tanks down here. And I'm excited about it. I think it's going to be really neat, but I needed a bunch of resources to make it happen, and that's why I had to get the quarry and the sorting systems and stuff all put together first. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been Wylker in my Let's Play series. Again, thank you guys so much for subscribing. It's an honor to have followers on YouTube. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we will see you next time.